got so motherfucking design on right now. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. I got 3 old guys to
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone watching. Welcome to our recorded forum discussion, and today we will be discussing a very important topic. How does socioeconomic status theme like family income and parental education influence student educational opportunities and outcome in Malaysia? My name is Muhammad Ashraf University and I am the moderator for this session. And joining me today are 4 panelists, each of them representing a key stakeholder in the education system: school leader, teacher, parent, and a community leader. So together we will explore the challenge, policies, and the support system related to the educational equity, especially for students from disadvantaged background. Let's begin. So let's start with the school leader. As a principal or headmaster, you have a big responsibility in shaping the school environment. So, what are the biggest challenges your school faces in supporting students from low-income families?
Thank you for the moderator. My name is Muhammad Shakir bin Muhammad Qasim and my role is a school leader. The question given is, what are the biggest challenges your school faces in supporting students from low-income families? So, as a school leader, one of the biggest challenges we face is inequality in access to resources. Many of our students from low-income families do not have internet, laptops, or a quiet place to study at home. This puts them at a disadvantage, especially when learning moves beyond the classroom. We also face issues with attendance and engagement. Some students miss school not because they are not interested, but because they have to support their families or care for siblings. On top of that, many of them deal with emotional stress, and financially, our school still lack sufficient counseling service to fully support their mental well-being.
Alright, thank you. So now let's talk about the government support. How do current policies like the Program Transformasi Sekolah 2025 or KPM Financial Education help or hinder your efforts to close the education gap?
Okay, for the question is, policies like Program Transformasi Sekolah 2025 or TS25 have helped us improve school culture and leadership and encourage better teaching practice through professional learning communities. KPM allocation such as bantuan awal persekolahan and praktis siswa also provide some relief to families in need. However, there are still gaps in policy implementation. Funding often follows a one-size-fits-all model, which does not reflect the higher needs of schools with large P40 population. Disbursement delays and rigid spending rules also limit our flexibility. While TS25 is promising, not all schools, especially those in rural areas, have the capacity of resource to fully implement it. The schools need more targeted support in terms of training, infrastructure, and manpower.
Alright, great insight. Thank you, Shakir. So now let's hear from a teacher. In the classroom, teacher interact with the student from all walks of life every day. So how do you address the device need of students from different socio-economic backgrounds?
Okay, my name is Muhammad Fauzi bin Abdul Jalil. My role is teacher. As a teacher, I try to make my classroom a kind and welcoming place where every student feels included and supported. For students for family with low income, I help by giving little notes if they do not have internet, giving more time for homework if they have to have at home and never judging their ability because of this session. I also use different ways of teaching like tuition, group work, and at-home activities so that we can enjoy and learn well. I build good relationship with my students and chatting with them often, which help me understand their need early.
Alright, that's a very informative. So next, what kind of support or professional development do you think teachers need to be better help students from disadvantaged families?
Teachers need special training to understand different culture or to support students who have faced trauma and how poverty can affect learning. Training should include real life examples and teach how to handle problems like not enough food, mental health issue, no support at home, and lack of internet or device. Besides training, school also need to give support like having school counselor, social work, and working with the community to help students outside the classroom. More importantly, teachers need time to think and reflect so we can keep getting better at helping every student no matter where they came from.
Alright, thank you for the thoughtful response. So we're going now from the perspective of parent. So we know that support from home plays a key role in the child's academic journey. So how does your family income and educational background affect how you support your child in school?
Thank you for the question. My name is Muhammad Hanafi Ibrahim and my role is a parent. As a parent, I will help with two roles. With my educational background, I will help my child complete school assignment and project. Secondly, I am planning for the future. As a parent, we can set yearly college or education programs to provide more educational opportunity for my child.
Alright, thank you. So now, do you feel school are doing enough to involve parents, especially those from a low income or less educated background? What do you think?
I think schools are not doing enough to involve parents. It's because school really too much on technology. Not all family can access or use it. For example, using QR code for parents attendance. This causes a lack of convenience for parents. They expect parents to use apps and websites, but not everyone has internet access or know how to use technology well. Secondly, is transportation issues. Attending school even for parents and teachers. For parents can be difficult if the family does not have reliable transportation. That's all for me.
Alright, thank you for your honest opinion. So finally, let's hear from our community leader. So, community support can be a powerful influence on a student motivation and access to resources. So, as a community leader, how does the community play a role in shaping students' educational opportunities?
Thank you. My name is Muhammad Rashid bin Masya. My role is community leader. Education is not just the responsibility of school, but it is a shared duty of entire community. As community leader, whether we are NGO, representative, village head, or local councillor, we have a vital role in shaping student future. We advocate of student better education, support school program, and help provide what students need from transportation to learning material. We also work to create safe, encouraging environment where students can thrive. By working together, we open more doors and build stronger educational foundation for our children.
Alright, thank you. So we're going to the last question. So, do students in your community have access to learning resources outside of school, such as libraries, internet access, or mentoring program?
Yes, in our communities, students do have access to various learning resources outside of school. We work hard to ensure that students can continue learning beyond the classroom. We have small library, free Wi-Fi spot in public area, and even mentorship program led by volunteer and professional. These resources give students the support they need to grow, explore, and success. Of course, there always room for improvement, but by working together, we can continue to expand access and give every child an opportunity to reach their full potential.
Alright, very good point. Thank you for sharing, Nasir. So, that's all from us. Thank you to all our panelists for meaningful contribution today. So, from this discussion, shown that socioeconomic status plays a significant role in shaping student educational experience, from the availability of resources to parental involvement to support from the school and wider community. So it's clear that we all have a role to play, whether as an educator, parent, policymaker, or community members, in ensuring fair and equal access to education for every student in Malaysia. Thank you for watching our discussion, and we hope it has sparked reflection and encouraged action for more inclusive and equitable education system. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you again.